All right. Good morning, everyone. We're going to start this thing about noon. You can see the coaches have just finished with the umpires, and they're shaking hands, getting ready to finish this thing up. Hoping that my internet holds out, that the weather holds out, and all those things work out for us to be able to bring this thing to you. The KCK Blue Devils are down here in Millington, Tennessee for a couple of games. The first game is against the Heartland Hawks, and the Blue Devils will be the visiting team as we start this thing off. Going to do the best I can to bring you what I can with the limited resources down here. I look forward to bring these things, but it's always stressful, especially when a raindrop or two start to fall. But we'll see what we can do. We'll keep it going as long as we can. If we have to shut things down and start it up again, we'll do so. Welcome to the broadcast. Thank you for joining me. And we will get this thing going here pretty quick. I don't think there'll be an anthem today. I think we're just getting ready to go. So I'm going to hit you with some lineups real quick. First for the KCK Blue Devils, leading off at shortstop, Gary Goldbeck. Batting second is the second baseman, Peyton Basler. Batting third, the third baseman, Jackson Mervosh. Batting cleanup, the first baseman, Jace Woida. Batting fifth, the catcher, Brady Patterson. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, Bryson Vaughter. Batting seventh in right field, Tanner Pachorik. And batting eighth in left field, Marcus Dirks. And in center field, batting ninth, Brady Kern, with McLean Finley on the mound. So it'll be Goldbeck, Basler, Mervosh, Woida, Patterson, Vaughter, Pachorik, Dirks, and Kern, with Finley on the mound for the Blue Devils. Now for the Heartland Hawks. Haven't had much time to go through this. Somebody wrote these down for me, so if I mess up the names, sorry about that. I'll do the best I can. The shortstop will be leading off T.J. Williams. Batting second is Bo Pollocky. He'll be playing third base. Batting third in center field, Corey Boyette. Batting cleanup, the first baseman, Adam Price. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Kyle Janinga. In left field, batting sixth, Tommy Atkinson. Batting seventh in right field, Caden Griffiths. The catcher will bat eighth, Adam McNamee. And batting ninth, the second baseman, Max Hinneman, with Jacob Brown on the mound. So it'll be Williams, Pollocky, Boyette, Price, Janinga, Atkinson, Griffiths, McNamee, and Hinneman, with Brown on the mound. There's your starting lineups for the two teams today. Looking forward to getting this thing going. Not sure what they're waiting on, unless they're just waiting these 7 minutes to decide what they're going to do. So welcome. Thank you for joining me as I make the effort to hopefully bring this whole thing to you, that the rain stays away, the Starlink internet stays good, and all works well. So it looks like the Hawks of Heartland are getting ready to take the mound, so we'll get ready to get this thing going. Jacob Brown on the mound. He is from St. Louis, Missouri. He went to Westminster Christian Academy and Lindenwood. Righty on the mound. Got some blue pinstripes on Heartland today in the field. It'll be Atkinson, Boyette, and Griffiths left to right across the outfield, with Pollocky, Williams, Hinneman, and Price across the infield with Brown on the mound and McNamee behind the plate. Golbeck, Basler, and Mervosh scheduled up to get things started for the Blue Devils. Welcome to baseball from Millington. Sorry, trying to get some of my stuff here from the sprinkles. From Millington, Tennessee. Looking forward to this one today. Out comes Gary Goldbeck. Goldbeck, the shortstop. He starts the day batting 433. First pitch misses a little bit low and inside to Goldbeck. All right, Coach Woyda, get somebody to check us out and see how things are going. There's a strike called, 1-1 the count as we get this one started here in the top of the first. Just outside Memphis, there's a swing and a miss of that pitch. The Heartland Hawks were the national champions in the Junior College Division II last year, and there's a swing and a miss, going to send him down to first, and the out is recorded for the first out of the day. That's going to bring up Peyton Basler, the second baseman. Basler starts the day batting 287. He will step in with one out, nobody on. Sure wish they would turn these lights on here. I'm sure it would help our camera situation. There's strike one right through there. 0-1 the count on the second baseman. Basler fouled that one back into the screen. Got a thumbs up from Coach Woyda. Woyda, my right-hand man, helping set things up and sending things out to the parents and keeping things going. So I appreciate him a bunch, as well as everyone has helped to donate to bring this thing to you. That's outside. So 1-2 the count. Once again, welcome. That misses just a little bit low and inside. Going to check swing, but that's pretty tough to do on the left-handed hitter with only two umpires and the one down in right field. So 2-2 the count now to Peyton Basler. Curveball freezes him and gets him punched out. So a strikeout called on that curveball. That's going to bring up Mervosh. Mervosh will step in. He starts the day batting 324. He'll step in with two outs and nobody on. Kind of got to get accustomed to things here. I've got a camera that I've got to move. That's a curveball, stays outside. I like my view from here. I just don't like the camera being so close to the netting. It makes it tough to bring you a good picture. There's a swing, couldn't help himself there, so 1-1 the count. Breaking ball, fouls it away. Excuse me, sorry. 1-2 the count. Top of the first inning action, that's outside. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Curveball stays a little bit outside, so 3-2 the count. We are at USA Stadium, several ball fields here, entire artificial turf. Here comes the pitch. Fouls that one back, so we'll do the 3-2 again. Full count. curveball just catches the inside corner. So Brown strikes out the side, one swinging and two looking. We go to the bottom half of the first with the Hawks coming up. All right, here we go to the bottom half of the first inning. The Heartland Hawks coming to the mound to face McLean Finley. Squares to bunt, takes strike one. McLean Finley on the mound. That's a little bit low, 1-1 the count. Two and one the count. TJ Williams at the plate, shortstop for the Hawks. Takes a little bit outside, 3-1 the count. Williams starts the day batting .304. There's a strike called inside corner at the knees, so 3-2 the count on the leadoff hitter for the Heartland Hawks. Just misses a little bit low and inside, so a leadoff walk to Williams. That's going to bring up Pollocky. Pollocky starts today batting .333. Runner at first base, nobody out here in the bottom of the first inning, no score. Throw over to first, nothing going on over there. Pollocky, the third baseman for the Hawks. There's a strike outside corner at the knees. Throw over to first, nothing going on over there. That just misses, so 1-1 the count. Runner goes. So the batter, Pollocky, gets called for interference, and he will be out, and the runner goes back to first base. So that's going to bring up Boyette. Coach from Heartland's going to come down to dispute that a bit. Runner still at first base. See if they get things lined out here. So one out now. That's going to bring up Boyette. Boyette starts the day batting .409. Throw over to first, back in safely is Williams. Low and outside. Safe over at first again. Just misses a little bit outside. So 2-0 the count on the center fielder, Corey Boyette. Runner goes. And we've got a stolen base by Williams. And 3-0 the count now on Boyette. Strike inside corner at the knee. Strike called. 3-1 the count now on Boyette. Fouled that one away. So from 3-0 to 3-2 now. Just misses a little bit inside. So that's going to bring up Price. Price starts the day batting .143. He'll step in with runners at first and second. There's a strike, catches the outside corner. There's a ball headed up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. Likely to be an RBI. So an RBI base hit for Price. To put the Hawks on top. That's going to bring up Janinga. Janinga starts the day batting .308. There's a breaking ball, catches the corner for a strike. That's outside. 1-1 the count. RBI base hit by Adam Price, the first baseman for Heartland. There's excuse me, ruled a little bit low. Thought that would be a strike right there, but ruled low. 2-1 the count. One out, runners at first and second base. Hawks with a 1-0 lead so far. There's a foul ball right back at us. There's a swing and a miss for the strikeout, so 2 down now. It's going to bring up the left fielder, Tommy Atkinson. Atkinson will step in with 2 outs. He starts the day batting .211. Swing and a miss of that pitch, 0-1 the count. Bottom of the first inning action, first game of the day. Play this one started at noon, the next one at 2:45 scheduled, I believe. That's in the dirt, backhanded by Patterson. Dirks, Kern, Pachorik left to right across the outfield. Mervosh, Golbeck, Basler, Woida left to right across the infield. Patterson behind the plate, and McLean Finley on the mound. That's outside. 2-1 the count. Overcast, cool day in Millington, Tennessee, just outside of Memphis. There's a foul ball just wide of third base. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Tommy Atkinson, the left fielder for the Hawks. He's up there right now with 2 outs and 2 on. So 3-2 the count now based on McLean's actions with the ball on the mound. So the ball's thrown out, the ball assist, and there's a swing and a miss. So the Hawks get an RBI base hit by Adam Price at the end of 1. The Hawks lead 1-0. I'll be back. All right, here we go to the top of the second inning. Woida, Patterson, and Vaughter scheduled up for the Blue Devils. Just misses a little bit outside ball 1. Woida starts the day batting .286. He leads things off here in the top of the second inning for the Blue Devils. There's second pitch, a ball from Brown. Brown, righty on the mound for the Hawks. That's outside, so 3-0 the count. On the first baseman, Jace Woida. There's a strike right through there. 3-1 the count now. Foul ball fouled that one away. So from 3-0 to 3-2 we are here. Woida leading off the the top of the second inning for the Blue Devils. Another foul ball backing out of play. Headed over to the main stadium. We're on field 2, which is a smaller field but entire turf. That's down low for ball 4. So Woida works the walk. That's going to bring up Patterson. Patterson will step in. He starts the day batting .310. He's got Woida at first base after the leadoff walk. There's a strike. Breaking ball just catches the inside corner at the waist. Owen won the count. Patterson at the plate. He's the catcher. There's a breaking ball. Check swing ruled a ball. So 1-1 the count now. Top of the second inning. First game of a doubleheader, but the doubleheader is against 2 different teams for the Blue Devils. There's a ball headed into left field. And that's out for the home run. So Patterson smacks one out of here to put the Blue Devils up 2-1. So that's going to bring up Vaughter. So the walk and the home run, and the Blue Devils take the lead. That's going to bring up Bryson Vaughter, the designated hitter. He takes outside ball 1. Vaughter starts the day batting .375. Fouls that one into the glove of the catcher of McNamee. And 1-1 the count. Fouled back and out of play. So Woida with the walk and Patterson with the home run, and the Blue Devils take a 2-1 lead as we are here in the top of the second inning. That's low and inside for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the top of the second. There's a curveball. Breaks inside. Now 3-2 the count. That's high and outside for ball 4. So that's going to bring up Pachorik. Catcher McNamee going to go out and settle Brown down a little bit. He's had a walk, a home run, and a walk. Tell him just throw some strikes, let your defense work behind you. That's going to bring up the right fielder, Tanner Pachorik. Pachorik starts the day batting .273. He'll step in with a runner at first base and nobody out. Not sure what the warning is, but a warning of some kind there. So Pachorik steps in, runner at first. There's a strike, catches the outside corner. Throw over to first. Brown kind of slipped there on the mound. No steel cleats are allowed here in the facility on the artificial turf. Runner fakes to go, then a throw down to first. So 0-2 the count quickly on Tanner Pachorik. Breaking ball, check swing for ruled safe. So 1-2 the count. Foul ball out into the parking lot. So we'll do the 1-2 again. Blue Devils with a 2-run, 2-1 lead. There's a strike 3 called. Safe down at first. It's going to bring up Dirks. Dirks with the bunt. And going to be safe. So the bunt hit for Dirks. Dirks started the day batting 154, but the bunt hit there, and that's going to bring up Kern. Kern's up there with 1 out and 2 on. There's a strike called. Kern starts the day batting an even 300. He's up there with 1 out and runners at first and second base. There's strike 2, catches the outside corner. So quickly 0-2 the count on the center fielder, Brady Kern. Inside, that's a pitch you gotta wear that thing. 1-2 the count. It's tough to wear a ball, though. Some are better at it than others. I wasn't very good at it. Comes the 1-2. Ball's headed into left field. On the run is Atkinson. And Atkinson takes that, and the runners move up 90 feet. So a long fly ball to the left fielder, Atkinson, and back to the top of the order. It's going to bring up Golbeck. He struck out his first time up. Squares to bunt, fouls it away. There's a strike right at the belt. So 0-2 the count on Goldbeck. Goldbeck is from Kansas City, Kansas. Grandma, you heard me correct the other day. I missed that, said it wrong. There's a ball headed into right field on the run. That's going to be extra bases for Goldbeck. He's headed over to third, and Goldbeck plugs the gap in right center. with a 2 RBI triple for Goldbeck. So Goldbeck with 2 RBI on that triple, making this thing 4-1. Looks like there's a strike called. That's Peyton Bassler up there. He was called out on strikes his last time up. My scoreboard's being finicky with me again, so I'm going to see if I can fix that. There's a strike right through there. I'll try and fix it during the intermission, or excuse me, during the change of the inning. There's a swing and a miss. And Bassler down on strikes. So the Blue Devils get 4. Goldbeck with a triple that plates 2, and Patterson with a home run that plates 2. So we go to the bottom half of the second inning with the Blue Devils leading 4-1. See if I can get my scoreboard fixed, and I'll be back. Stay with us. All right, here we go to the bottom of the second inning. Griffiths, McNamee, and Henneman scheduled up for Heartland Hawks. Ball misses low and outside. Griffith starts the day batting .333. That misses a little bit low and inside. Low and inside. 3-0 the count. Griffiths, McNamee, and Henneman scheduled up for the Hawks. There's a strike right at the waist outside half of the plate. 3-1 the count now. Blue Devils with a 4-1 lead here in the bottom of the second. That misses low and inside. That's going to bring up the catcher, McNamee. McNamee still hitless, but has only had 4 at-bats. Sure he would like to get off of that number. There's a strike outside corner. I'm sure McLean Findlay would like to say otherwise for the Blue Devils. There's a throw over to first, back in safely. Comes the 0-1. Misses a little bit outside. Does that breaking ball? So 1-1 the count. There's a strike outside half of the plate at the bottom part of the zone there at the knees. One and two the count. Nobody out. Runner at first. Little toss over. He's back in safe. That's the right fielder, Caden Griffiths, over there. He reached on a walk. Just misses a little bit outside. So 2-2 the count. There's a swing and a miss with the heater on the outside part of the plate. That's going to bring up Henneman. Henneman will be up there with one out and one on. Henneman starts the day batting .250. He'll step in to face McLean Finley of the Blue Devils. There's a strike, catches the outside corner. Back over to first. He's in safe again. Misses inside. One and one the count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. It's a ground ball headed into right field. Bassler over and take care of that. And he's going to be out. So Bassler goes into right field to get that. And the runner rounds second base and gets too far off. And he gets picked. So Henneman with the base hit into shallow right field between second and first. Runner at first base, 2 outs now. That misses low and outside. So back to the top of the order, and TJ Williams. That catches the outside corner for a strike. Williams is from Racine, Wisconsin. There's a hit by a pitch. That's going to bring up Pollocky. Check with the guys in front. Guys, is that right for his name? Pollocky? Thank you. Got a couple guys doing the probably pitching charts down here, or hitting charts, I guess, since they're hitting. Pollocky is from Oak Lawn, Illinois. There's a ball right back to the pitcher. And he's going to toss that over to Woida for the 1-3 ground out. So Pollocky hits it hard, but right back at Finley. Finley tosses over. So no runs there for the Hawks on 1 hit. We go to the top of the 3rd inning. Blue Devils leading 4-1. I'll be back. All right, here we go to the top of the third, I believe. Mervosh, Woida, and Patterson scheduled up. Mervosh is from Lenexa, Kansas. He takes a strike right through there. He was called out on strikes his first time up. There's a curveball, catches the outside corner. So quickly 0-2 the count on Jackson Mervosh. That misses just a little bit low and inside, so 1-2 the count. Pretty good looking pitch right there, but breaking off inside just a bit. There's a curveball and called and ruled a strike, so Mervosh down on the strikeout. That's going to bring up Woida. Woida is from Lincoln, Nebraska. He reached on a base on balls his first time up. There's a ball outside. Then he scored on the home run by Brady Patterson, 2 of the 4 runs by the Blue Devils. That breaks inside, 2-0 the count. That misses outside, so 3-0 the count on the first baseman, Jace Woida. Top of the third inning action. There's a strike called at the knees on the outside corner. I believe that's just strike 2, I believe. Got to punch out inside corner with that. So 3-2 the count. Kind of quick to punch that one out. There's a ball headed into left field. So Woida gets punched out on the 2 strikes. Woida headed into second base, and he's going to be in there with a double. So Woida just slaps it to left center on that 3-2 count. So that's going to bring up Patterson. I've been in the position where that umpire is. I've done that before. Have a 2-strike count in my head, and it's really just 1. So that's going to bring up Patterson. Patterson is from Auburn, Kansas. He steps in with 1 out and 1 on. There's a breaking ball, catches the inside corner. Patterson had a 2-run home run his last at bat in the top of the second inning. 4-1 lead here for the Blue Devils. There's a ball headed into left field, so a base hit. Coach is going to hold him at third. So the base hit, and that's going to bring up Vaughter. Vaughter is from Topeka, Kansas. Squares to bunt, takes a strike. Vaughter, the designated hitter, he walked his first time up. 0-1 the count on him. Squares to bunt, pulls it back. Curveball breaking in hard on his foot, but doesn't get him. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out on Bryson Vaughter. Swing and a miss. So he fakes the bunt and then pulls back to swing. 1-2 the count. Brown on the mound for the Hawks. There's a ground ball right at the first baseman. And we get the 1-6-3 double play. So the Blue Devils get a couple of hits, but they can't score a run this inning. We go to the bottom of the third. The Blue Devils leading the Heartland Hawks 4-1. Boyette, Price, and Janinga scheduled up for Heartland. Boyette is from Romeoville, Illinois. Ruled a ball. There's a ball headed into right field. Going to be extra bases for Boyette. So Boyette with the double into right field. It's going to bring up Price. Price had an RBI base hit his first time up. Price is from Condit Township, Illinois. There's a ground ball headed at the second baseman, Basler. Basler's up with it and over to Woida for the out. It's going to bring up Janinga. Janinga is the designated hitter. Ball's way outside. Janinga is from Willowbrook, Illinois. It's a high chopper. It's going to be taken by Mervosh and over for the 5-3 ground out, but Janinga gets an RBI on that ground out, the high chopper. That makes it 4-2. We'll see if my scoreboard will stay working. The other one quit working. There's a swing and a miss by Atkinson. He struck out his last time up. He's from Darien, Illinois. There's a line drive right at Basler at second base. So Atkinson hits it hard, but right at Basler. So 1 run on 2 hits. One run on 1 hit by Heartland. And the score now as we go to the top of the 4th inning, 4-2 Blue Devil lead. I'll be back. All right, to the top of the fourth we go. Pachorik, Dirks, and Kern scheduled up for the Blue Devils. Pachorik is from Aurora, Colorado. He steps in to face Brown. Brown back for another inning of work. And Pachorik take one off the numbers on his back. So he'll be at first base after the hit by pitch. That's going to bring up Dirks. Dirks is from Kansas City, Missouri. Squares to bunt, pulls back and takes a strike. Comes the 0-1, runner goes. Taking a ball into the outfield. Gonna decide to stay at second, does Pachorik. So Pachorik has a stolen base. 1-1 the count on Marcus Dirks. Dirks had a bunt hit his first at bat. Squares to bunt and offers and comes up empty. So 1-2 the count on Marcus Dirks, the left fielder for the Blue Devils. Foul ball out of play. So we'll do the 1-2 again. Blue Devils with a runner at second base. Leadoff hitter here in the top of the fourth. Pachorik was hit, then promptly stole second a couple of pitches later. Dirks at the plate. 1-2 the count on him. Ball gets lost at the feet of McNamee for just a second, but not far enough for Pachorik to move up. 2-2 the count on the left fielder, Marcus Dirks. There's a ball headed into left field. That's going to be a base hit. Going to hold him up at third. So Dirks with the base hit to left. That's going to bring up Kern. Kern is from Lawrence, Kansas. Throw over to first, back in safely is Dirks. Kern flew out to Atkinson, the left fielder in left center, his first time. Runner goes. Ball all the way back to the screen and came right back to the catcher, McNamee. So better take a look at that ball. That thing's probably got a flat spot or a rough spot. I guess it could be a flat spot from where it hit. Blue Devils leading here 4-2 in the top of the fourth inning. Scheduled 9-inning game. All right, pitching change has been made. Jacob Pate is in on relief for Heartland. Runners now at first and third. That's up high. Golbeck with the base down to second, indifference to the defense. Kern with the base hit to score 2. Then the pitching change was made. There's a strike called. Jacob Pate on in relief. Pate is from Bridgetown, Illinois. And there's a hit by pitch. Is Basler. So that's going to load the bases up with nobody out. And that's going to bring up Mervosh. Mervosh has been called out on strikes and struck out swinging. Excuse me. He'll be up there with the bases loaded and nobody out to face Pate. That's right at the belt. Strike 1 called. Depth behind home plate is not very deep, so a pass ball is not a given run to score. Earlier, a fastball came and hit the back and was right back to the catcher, McNamee, almost immediately. So 1-2 the count, bases loaded. There's a foul ball out in front of that breaking pitch. Atkinson, Boyette, Griffiths left to right across the outfield. Pollocky, Williams, Hinneman, Price left to right across the infield with McNamee behind the plate, and now Pate on the mound in relief for the Heartland Hawks. There's a line drive off the glove of the shortstop. That's going to be a base hit. So 1 RBI on the line drive base hit by Mervosh. That's going to bring up Woida. Woida's had a base on balls and a double. First pitch to Woida is a strike. Oh, and 1 the count on Woida. Woida, the first baseman, bases loaded. Strike 2 catches the outside corner. So a hit by pitch. 3 base hits, a hit by pitch, and another base hit. The Blue Devils have plated 3 so far in the inning, still nobody out. There's a breaking ball, stays up above the zone, so 1-2 the count on Woida. Seven to 2 the lead, top of the 4th inning. Cloudy day in Millington, Tennessee. Swing and a miss of that pitch. So Woida goes down on strikes. That's going to bring up Patterson. Patterson has a 2-run home run and a base hit so far in this one. He's up there with 1 out and the bases loaded. Breaking ball catches the outside corner. 0-1 the count on the catcher, Patterson. Strike 2 called. 0-2 the count now on Patterson. Patterson has the 2-run home run and a base hit so far. That ball stays up above the zone just a bit. 1-2 the count. It's a high fly ball, but he's way out in front of that. It's going to be a long, loud strike right there. So we'll do the 1-2 again. Bases full of Blue Devils. Patterson would like to put them on the run here. 1-2. That falls just a little bit low. Looked pretty good at the beginning and then dropped down low. Nicely blocked by McNamee. So 2-2 the count now on the catcher, Brady Patterson. Comes the stretch and the 2-2 from Pate. There's a ball headed into right field. It's going to score 1 and 2. So a base hit into right field by Patterson. So Patterson with a 3-for-3 effort so far and 2 more RBI here down the right field line. So the Blue Devils take a 9-2 lead. So that's going to bring up Vaughter. Pitch stays way up high. So runners at first and third now. 2 more runs in to make it 9-2. 1-0 the count. Vaughter at the plate. There's a strike on the outside corner. Vaughter has reached on a base on balls and then hit into a 3-6-3 double play. There's a high chopper, and that's going to be foul. Runner goes, and he fouls it back. So we'll do the 1-2 again. Bryson Vaughter. There's a line drive right at the first baseman. Nice play by Price to step on the bag for the third out. The Blue Devils get 5 runs. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Blue Devils lead 9-2. All right, here we go to the bottom half of the fourth inning. Blue Devils make the pitching change. Mason Davenport from Tonganoxie, Kansas, will take the mound. He'll face Griffiths, McNamee, and Henneman. They are scheduled up. First pitch to Griffiths is a ball. 1-0 the count. Griffiths is from Williamsville, Illinois. Fastball all the way back to the netting. It's a swing and a miss. Two and one the count. That misses outside. So 3-1 the count. It's a swing and a miss, so 3-2 the count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Caden Griffiths, the right fielder. Just misses a little bit low, so a base on balls to Griffiths. That's going to bring up McNamee. McNamee is the catcher. He is from Eureka, Missouri. He struck out his first time up. There's a strike called 0-1 the count. That misses just a little bit low and outside. How you doing, mister? Doing all right. There's a strike. 1-2 the count. Blue Devils leading 9-2 here to the Heartland Hawks. Bottom of the fourth inning action. Runner goes. There's a ground ball wide out. Woida grabs it, steps on the bag. And Griffiths moves down to second base. That's going to bring up the second baseman, Max Henneman. Henneman will step in. Henneman is from Oak Creek, Wisconsin. There's a foul ball backing out of play. One on, one out. There's a strike called. So quickly 0-2 the count on the second baseman, Max Henneman. Swing and a miss of that heater. So Davenport with the strikeout of Henneman. 2 outs now. Back to the top of the order, and Williams. Williams has reached on a base on balls and been hit by a pitch. He's up there with 2 outs and a runner at second. That's up a little bit high. 1-0 the count. Not sure where that missed. Must have been a little bit low, outside part of the plate. Maybe low, maybe outside, but nonetheless ruled a ball. 2-0 the count on Williams. So now 3-0 the count. That ball's low. There's a strike. Outside corner at the waist. Strike 2 called. Three and two. And a swing and a miss. So a walk and then a ground out and 2 strikeouts. And we go to the top of the 5th inning with the Blue Devils leading 9-2 over the Heartland Hawks. I'll be back. All right, here we go to the top half of the 5th inning. Blue Devils leading 9-2. Pachorik, Dirks, and Kern scheduled up for the Blue Devils. Pachorik's been called out on strikes, was hit by a pitch, and has a stolen base. Pate back for another inning of work. That ball stays way up high. 1-0 the count on Tanner Pachorik, the right fielder. That's high and inside. 2-0 the count. Top of the 5th inning action, 9-inning scheduled game. It's a high fly ball into shallow right field. Right fielder's coming in, says he'll take care of that, does Griffiths for the first out of the inning. That's going to bring up Dirks. Dirks, this is the left fielder. He had a base hit bunt in the 2nd inning and a base hit to left field in the 4th. There's a strike right through there. That curveball stays up high. 2-1 the count. Foul ball down the left field line and out of play. This is a foul ball. Got a piece of that one, but hung on to by McNamee for the strikeout. So 2 down here in the top of the 5th. That's going to bring up Brady Kern. Kern's been out on a fly to left center to the left fielder, Atkinson, and had a base hit right back up the middle for 2 RBI. There's a breaking ball right back through there for a strike. There's a ball headed into right field. It's going to be a base hit. So into second base. The umpire at first base and the first baseman got tied up with each other, and the first baseman, Price, went down. So a 2-out hit for Kern. Into right field. Back to the top of the order and Goldbeck. Goldbeck has struck out, had a 2 RBI triple, and then a bunt hit toward third base. There's a nice block there by McNamee. Ball in the dirt, keep the runner at second base in Brady Kern. Breaking ball catches the inside corner for a strike called. Goldbeck at the plate. He's the original leadoff hitter. He's batting here with 2 outs and a runner at second base. Fouls that one late swinging. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. That's up high for ball 3. So 3-2 on Goldbeck. There's a ball headed into left field. So heading him for home. And the run scores, but Goldbeck's hung up. And going to be out, but the run scores. So Goldbeck gets a base hit and an RBI to left field, then gets caught in the run down for the out, trying to get to second. So the Blue Devils score 1 more run on 2 hits. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning with the Blue Devils leading 10-2. I'll be back. Pollocky, Boyette, and Price scheduled up. They'll face Davenport. Little behind on my bookwork here. Need to change the score. There's a base hit into right field by Pollocky. That'll bring up Boyette. That misses just a bit for ball one. So Boyette steps in. He's reached on a base on balls and had a double. He's up there with a runner at first base and nobody out for the Heartland Hawks. There's a swing and a miss. So 1-1 the count. Davenport in his second inning of work. That misses a little bit low. 2-1 the count. Two balls, one strike, nobody out, runner at first. There's a ground ball back to the pitcher. And the 1-6-3 double play to erase the base hit by Pollocky. So Davenport put the snag on that one and took it down. We're going to have a pinch hitter right here. Not so sure about what Price didn't get hurt when he and the umpire down at first got tied up with each other. Cade Duffin from Oswego, Illinois will step in. Cade Duffin. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss again so quickly. Two strikes thrown by him, and Cade Duffin is swinging away. Strike three called. So the base hit, the 1-6-3, and the punch out, and we go to the top of the sixth. We've made it a little past halfway through this one. 10-2, the Blue Devils lead. I'll be back. All right, to the top of the sixth we go. Blue Devils leading 10-2. Pate back to the mound for another inning of work for Heartland. Basler, Mervosh, and Woida scheduled up. That's up high for ball one. To the second baseman, Peyton Basler. He's been called out on strikes, struck out swinging, and been hit by a pitch. 0 for 2 so far. There's a swing and a miss of that heater. 1 ball, 1 strike on Peyton Basler. Breaking ball stays way up high, 2-1 the count. Atkinson, Boyette, Griffiths across the outfield. Pollocky, Williams, Hinneman, Price across the infield. McNamee behind the plate. Pate on the mound. That ball misses down low. So 3-1 the count. Blue Devils leading 10-2 here in the top of the 6th. There's a ball headed into center field. So Basler hits it right back up the middle for the leadoff base hit. That'll bring up Mervosh. Duffin went to first base after his pinch hit appearance. I believe there's a strike called on Mervosh. Mervosh has a couple of strikeouts and an RBI base hit. I believe when Price got tangled up with the pitcher or the umpire down there, he may have been hurt. There's a breaking ball, makes it back to the zone, so quickly 0-2 the count. On the third baseman, Jackson Mervosh. Breaking ball hit it in the right field, but that's going to be foul. We'll do the 0-2 again. Breaking ball, fly ball into left field. In to take care of that is Atkinson. So that's the first out of the inning. That's going to bring up Wada. Wada will step in with 1 out and a runner at first base. Wada's had a walk, a double, and a strikeout. That's low and inside for ball 1. Scored on the Patterson home run after the walk, leading off the top of the 2nd. Then he had a 1 out double in the 3rd and then struck out in the 4th. That misses low and inside. 2-0 the count on Wada. That's low and outside. 3-0 the count on Wada. That's up high for ball 4. So Patterson will step in. We're going to get a visit to the mound. We'll see if the change is made. Blue Devils leading 10-2 with 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Blue Devils got a couple of runners on with 1 out. I'll be back. Pitching change made by Heartland. The Hawks. Coming is Grant Ayton. Ayton is a side armor submariner. Ayton is from Galesburg, Illinois. He will take over on the mound for Pate. He will face Patterson. Patterson has a home run and 2 base hits, accounting for 4 RBI for the Blue Devils. He'll step in with 2 on and 1 out. A little bit outside. I think he dropped down just a little bit lower on that one right there for the first pitch. 1-0 the count. 10-2 lead, top of the 6th inning action. Heartland Hawks and the Kansas City, Kansas Community College Blue Devils. That's a curveball, goes outside. 2-0 the count. On the catcher, Brady Patterson. Swing and a miss of that heater. 2-1 the count. Grant Ayton on in relief for the Hawks. Way outside is that curveball. So 3-1 the count. Three balls, 1 strike, 1 out, 2 runners on. Runners at first and second. That's outside for ball 4. That's going to load them up for Vaughter. Going to have a pinch runner at first base. See if Coach Woida can help me get the number. Mr. Woida, Jeff Woida, Coach Woida, Eyes Woida. Bases are loaded. Bryson Vaughter at the plate, the designated hitter. There's a strike. Base on balls. 3-6-3 ground double play for Vaughter and a wicked line drive. There's a swing and a miss of that pitch. Pinch runner at first is Weidner. Jackson Weidner from Wildwood, Missouri, pinch running. So 0-2 the count on the designated hitter, Bryson Vaughter. Ayton on the mound. Submariner for the Hawks. There's strike 3 called. So that's going to bring up Pachorik. Pachorik's been called out on strikes, been hit by a pitch at a stolen base, and flew out to right field. That's way outside for ball 1. Bases are loaded. 2 outs now. Top of the 6th inning action. Blue Devils leading 10-2. Foul ball. Wicked over toward the first base dugout. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Foul ball in on his fist, but fouled back to the screen. 1-2 the count. Breaking ball just misses outside. Asked for the check of the check swing, ruled a ball. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here in the top of the 6th, Blue Devils leading 10-2. Foul ball, that's going to make it out into the parking lot. So we'll do the 2-2 again. Comes the 2-2 again. Another foul ball into the net. So we'll do the 2-2 again. Now there, Ayton came over the top for the first time in the dirt, blocked nicely by McNamee. There's a ball headed into right field. And a fair ball. And 1 run scores. So Pachori gets enough of it. Get it down the right field line for the RBI, making it a double and 2 runs scored on the hit. That's down low. Outside. 2-0 the count now. Runners at second and third. Pachorik at second. Wiedner at third. There's a swing and a miss by Dirks. 2-1 the count on him. Foul ball into the dugout. Wicked line drive right there. These are kind of the old-fashioned dugouts that are wide open on the front. Nothing to protect you. You got to stay alive. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Breaking ball fouls it into the dugout again. So Dirks has a couple of base hits and a strikeout. He's up there now. And a ground ball headed down there just past Goldback. So we'll do the 2-2 count for the 4th time. Just breaks a little bit outside. Pretty close right there. but called a ball outside, so 3-2 the count. There's a ball headed into left field. So it's going to be an RBI base hit into left field for Dirks. Make it 13-2. We're going to have a pinch hitter. Get a little book work done here to get the 13 to score done. So 13-2 for the Blue Devils. Blue Devils with a pinch hitter here. Freddie Nolan, the fourth, will step in. Take strike one. There's a strike called, 1-1 the count. Freddie Nolan, the fourth. He's from Fort Worth, Texas. There's a ground ball headed into left field. So an RBI base hit, pinch hit for Nolan, the fourth. The Blue Devils go up 14-2. Another pinch hitter here for the Blue Devils. Frankie Santiago from Calle, Puerto Rico steps in. Swing and a miss of that first pitch. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. That's way inside. Strike called. 3-2 the count, 2-2 the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. So the Blue Devils bat around here in the 6th. They score 4 runs on 4 hits. And we go to the bottom of the 6th inning with the Blue Devils leading 14-2. All right, here we go to the bottom half of the sixth inning. Blue Devils with the pitching change. Will Bartkowski from Seneca, Kansas will come to the mound. Looks like some changes will be made for Heartland as well. Janinga, Atkinson, and Griffiths scheduled up. The Blue Devils actually with a catching change as well. And gets him at first for the ground out. So Janinga out 6-3. It's going to bring up Atkinson. He has struck out and lined out to Basler at second base. Bartkowski on in relief of Davenport and Finley. It's a ground ball to the shortstop. And the shortstop is Pachorik. So Pachorik with those two ground outs. That's going to bring up Griffiths. That's down low. Griffiths is the right fielder. There's a strike on the inside corner. I believe Santiago has gone to right field. Nolan the fourth has gone to left field. There's a foul ball backing out of play. Pachorik has gone to short. Bryce Miller Kamey. So Will gets the strike there, does Bartkowski there. Had quite a lot of defensive changes on me. Kamey, I believe, went to right, and that is the end of this one. So the final score on this one is 14-2. We've got a little bit of time to now move over to the main stadium. So thanks for joining me for this one. The Blue Devils win it 14-2. We're going to shut things down here. We're going to move over to the other field. Join me on the other link. I'll see you in a bit. Thanks.